It's time for playoff basketball. Good evening, everybody. Donnie Johnson along with Mark Settle tonight. And we're bringing you the game between Maggie Walker and the Culpeper High Blue Devil girls. Should be a blowout if past history repeats itself, Mark. So Culpeper can move on to the second round. Last time these two teams met, Culpeper won by about 50 points.
Yeah, this could be a good tune-up for the Blue Devilettes. Be a great way to get started, get good confidence going into the tournament, and be ready to face their next opponent. Hopefully make a stride and make a run. It's time to make that run in February.
Maggie Walker is 13-5 on the season. Culpeper 17-5, but Maggie Walker plays a much easier schedule than Culpeper. They have a girl that scores about 24 points a ball game, but that's about it.
Yeah, and they're a magnet school down in Richmond, so they're not really they're kind of in no man's land when it comes to athletics. So, but they put a good team together. But it should not be much of a competition tonight. We're hoping that this is going to be a big win.
Culpeper, of course, is led by Amaya Robinson, co-player of the year. We'll get all to that in a little while. But right now, we're getting set for the starting lineups, and we'll be back in just a moment with tonight's basketball game on the Culpeper Media Network. We're back at the Culpeper County High School gym. Maggie Walker's Dragons against the Culpeper Blue Devils. Maggie Walker 13-5. The game they played with Culpeper is the only game they played in this region, but they're still in this region. So anyway, Culpeper 17-5, and Mark Settle, let's do the starting lineups here.
Okay, for the Dragons, from Richmond area, Maggie Walker, number 11, Ryan Preston.
Number 22, Julie
Number 15, Amore Malone. Number 20, Jamie Martin.
Williams.
Number 22, Jaleese Nelson. And number 31, junior Michaela Williams. And they're coached by Carlton Bowman.
And Jamie Walker and Michaela Williams are two kids you want to watch out for. Williams is averaging, or rather Martin is averaging 24 points a ball game. And Michaela Williams gets a lot of rebounds. All right, for Culpeper.
Number 1, the senior, Brianne Wilkie. Number 3, Kelly Hutcherson, senior. Number 10, the senior, Emma Carson. And number 21, Amaya Robinson, who's a junior. And Annaleo Leaks, number 13, rounds out the starting lineup. Of course, the head coach is Corey Hutcherson, who's been there a couple years and has built an outstanding program.
Brent Weichel, I ran into her grandfather down there. He watches us from Beckley, West Virginia, every time we have a Culpeper game. So
that's awesome.
That is great. And as we mentioned a little bit, alluded to in the opening, Amaya Robinson, co-player of the year in the Battlefield District. You would have thought that a kid that scores 20 or 35 points a ball game would be the player of the year, but not so. She is the co-player of the year. And Kayla Lewis down at JM. Of course, JM is 20-0 on the season. So she got co-player of the year with Amaya. And Amaya is a junior, so she'll probably get the complete thing next year.
A lot of those coaches go with that team that has a lot of weight in that variable. So we'll see. Well, let's get ready to tip this one off, Donnie.
All right, let's go here. Williams jumping against Kaylee. Bryn Weichel, double team. Saved by Kelly Hutcherson, but Eastern View, or rather Culpeper loses it. Jamie Martin outside. Weichel on her.
Maggie Walker got here a little bit late through the traffic, and they're probably not really warmed up yet.
And I'm not sure they even went to school today. They had some snow in the Richmond area. A lot of the schools didn't have classes today. That shot no good, but Maggie Walker comes down with the rebound. Preston out front. Malone trying to work it inside. Steal. Kelly Hutcherson all the way for 2. And Culpeper gets an early lead, 2-0.
Yeah, just an errant pass by the Dragons. Might be the easiest basket Kelly has all year.
We'll take everyone we can get.
Well,
and another steal. Ahead, Robinson missed it. Knocked out of bounds, saved in. Kelly's got it. Hutcherson puts it up, no. And Maggie Walker comes down with a loose ball. Preston has it slapped from behind by Bryn Weichel.
That's good hustle by Weichel on the fast break. Sneaks up behind and knocks the ball out of bounds.
Barton will toss it in, gets it in. 3-point shot, no good. Robinson the other way for 2. 4-0, Culpeper. Early in the ball game, 4-0 lead for the Culpeper Lady Devils. Malone into the corner. And another steal. Hutcherson to Robinson for 2. And Maggie Walker will call timeout. There is timeout on the floor, 5:33 to go. First period, Culpeper 6, Maggie Walker nothing, and we will pause for 40 seconds.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530. UVA Community Credit Union at uvacreditunion.org.
6-0, Culpeper leading, and we got a foul as we return to play here.
Also on number 3, Kelly Hutcherson.
Kelly Hutcherson, who already has 3 steals, gets her name in the scorebook for one more reason with a foul, and we got a
Out of bounds.
out of bounds. Another turnover for Maggie Walker. Dragons having a hard time tonight. In the middle, scramble, loose ball, and Maggie Walker comes up with it, but a jump ball is called. Lanaya Tyree in the ball game now for Culpeper, number 22. Malone, Robinson on her. Working it into Martin, down low, loose ball, knocked out of bounds, but touched last by Culpeper. So I will stay with Maggie Walker.
At least out of the timeout, that was the most offense we've seen from Maggie Walker. They actually had a plan to get inside.
Preston throws the ball away, and Robinson comes up with it. Maintains control somehow. Underneath, Tyree lost the handle. Out of bounds to Culpeper. Sam Thomas in the ball game now, number 12. Hutcherson gets the inbounds play.
So it's number 5 for Culpeper, Ariana Gonzalez. So early substitutions.
And a 3 by Robinson. Not sure how many points Robinson's got on the season this year. She passed Mr. Jennings a long time ago, so I would say she's probably got somewhere around 1,800 now. And almost saved in by Maggie Walker, but as it turned out, it's the Dragons' ball anyway.
Yeah, after 4 minutes of play, I think that was the first shot attempt for the Dragons.
9-0 Culpeper. Like I said, the first time these two teams met, Culpeper won by about 50 points. Off the glass, no good. And Robinson. Another Tyree to Robinson for 2 more. 11-0. Got a shutout going so far. Saw the Yankees in Tampa play this afternoon, first baseball game of the season. And we got a whistle, and Williams will go to the line for Maggie Walker.
Fouls on number 22 in the line, Tyree.
Fouls on Tyree, her first.
She's first off the bench usually, and she plays a good ball game. Williams can't get that one to go. Not a, what you would call a fluid shot there. But it goes in the second time. Unorthodox follow through, but it works. Robinson for 3. Nope. Gonzalez comes down with the ball. Underneath, Hutcherson. Wheels, puts it up too hard. Jamie Martin. And she throws it away. Robinson, and she is fouled. Foul's going to be called on Jaleese Melson.
Number 22, Jaleese Melson.
Not a shooting foul. Robinson forces it up and gets fouled by Hadley Walder. $11-1 our score. Robinson at the line. And got it.
Checking in, Walker, number 14 here.
10th point of the night for Robinson. And we're just a little bit more than halfway through the first period.
Checking in for the Dragons is our first Mary Grace Rodder. Coincidentally, they have 2 Mary Graces on the team, so kind of an unusual situation.
And every time I think of Mary Grace, I think of Gomer's girlfriend on Anna Griffin. And Jamie Martin lost it out of bounds, but they say Sam Thomas touched it last.
Yeah, it was good defense by Samantha Thomas. She stayed right with him, kept her body between the goal and the defender.
Cross court, and ball knocked away, but Maggie Walker retains possession. Long three-pointer from outside, no good. Preston will take a 3, and she got it. Rhiannon Preston, 13-4.
I think there was some walking going on right before that, but you know the officials are going to probably play this one tonight pretty casual.
Nice shot by Gonzalez, and there she did not bring the ball down, which is what they teach you to do underneath the basket. She went straight up with the shot and got the basket. And we're going to whistle at the other end. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of whistles tonight.
Sorry, Donnie, that foul was on Tyree earlier, or second.
Barton comes down with that loose ball, has it knocked around. Williams missed it. Gonzalez, and she threw it away. Barton for Maggie Walker is fouled.
Number 22, Lanaya Tyree, to the line, number 20, Jamie Martin.
And that's 3 quick fouls with Lanaya Tyree, so she's probably going to get some rest.
Jamie Martin at the line, averaging 24 a game.
Checking in for Blue Devils, number 10, Emma Carson. For the Dragons, number 5, Kay Hodges.
And she has not
Also
scored
for Blue Devils,
tonight.
number 1, Bryn Weichel.
Emma Carson, number 10, has checked in. And Weichel also has checked back into the lineup. Coach Hutchinson giving Kelly a break. And, of course, the foul trouble is going to sit Tyree.
.206 to go. Robinson down the lane. Little floater goes in. 13 points now for Maya Robinson. 13 out of the 17. Almost a steal. 2-point shot, no good. Martin follows, no good. Martin again got it.
Number 20, Jamie Morton. Timeout, Blue Devils.
And we got a timeout on the floor. And while we've got timeout, we will tell you about localsportshistory.com. It's the community sports site that you are building organically. Check out local sports information or contribute your submissions at localsportshistory.com. Got to go on the way we thought it would go. Mark Settle, 17-6, and it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, any tournament, regardless of what you play, but especially in basketball, you get these early round matchups, and you're hoping for a good game, but obviously the cream is at the top for a reason, and this is going to be played out here tonight.
And it comes to Robinson. Walter behind her tries to steal it. That shot will not go. Williams comes down with the ball and gets it over to Martin. Martin gets by Sam Thomas, puts it up off the glass too hard. Weichel the ball, and Weichel is fouled. Martin is going to be charged with a foul.
Number 20, J.B. Martin. Returning for the Blue Devils is number 3, Kelly.
Kelly Hutchinson checks back in. And Ariana Gonzalez goes out. Weichel dumps it off. Lost the handle, did Kelly Hutchinson, and a jump ball, and the arrow pointing to Culpeper.
Number 30, Bree Passmore, has checked in for the Dragons.
They're playing about everybody so far. Hutchinson, nope. And out of bounds to Maggie Walker.
And this time of the year, Coach Hutchinson is also doing some subbing, but you got to be balanced to make a run in the playoffs. So this is probably a wise thing to do tonight. Get some momentum going with everyone.
Well, Robbins could not get that one to fall. Nice effort. Martin driving. Nope. Carson had it, lost it. Hodges out front, Martin. 3-point shot from way downtown, no good. Follow up, no. And Hutchinson comes out with a loose ball. Driving all the way off the glass, 2. 10 seconds left, first period, 19-6. Culpeper. Martin will try to get off the last shot, but will not. Yes, they will.
Nope.
That did not count. I didn't think so. First quarter comes to an end with a score. Culpeper 19 and Maggie Walker 6. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air. Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons. UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the entire Culpeper community. Learn more at uvacreditunion.org.
We're having its way so far with Maggie Walker leading by a score of 19-6. And while we got a moment here, Mark Settle, Player of the Year in the Battlefield District for boys, Josh Seamador, averaging 25, 26 ball games a year, and Coach of the Year, Patrick Thornhill.
Yeah, that's a great achievement by both those individuals. Patrick's put together a great program. They've won multiple district titles over there in the Battlefield, and coaches and other players recognize it through the Fredericksburg area.
We'll go down the list of other players that were honored. Kelly Hutcherson made first team All-District. And let's see, we got a timeout here.
There's a travel against the Blue Devilettes. Maggie Walker throws too many cross-court passes for my liking. Those long passes are easy to be intercepted and a lot of turnovers.
Well, they're not used to, as we said earlier, they don't play the competition that Culpeper is. Culpeper is a good team. Hutcherson. Robinson. In the middle, Hutcherson lost the handle. Emma Carson puts it up, no good, and Kelly Hutcherson is down.
And she didn't come down on the ankle very nicely, so it's one of your worst fears in this time of the year, any time of the year, but especially late in the season.
And Kelly, her dad comes out to check on her. Not a good time to have one of your best players go down. Anyway, we will go back and do the Seamador for Eastern View is the Player of the Year in the Battlefield District. Adrian Hull made first team, Cam Roy made second team, and AP Hull made honorable mention. A couple of Culpeper guys, Elijah Mancher made first team, all district, which I think is a great tribute to how much that kid worked and improved over the course of the year. He last year he was just kind of a sub. This year he's first team all district. So you got to give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely, and it's a great honor to have all these Culpeper kids being recognized in a tough Battlefield district. So hats off to all those people, and congratulations to each and every one of them.
Malone outside. Almost got a 5-second count there. Two shots for Maggie Walker. They can't get it to go. 3 shots, 4 shots, and finally they get one to go. Jamie Martin puts it in. 19-8. Carson down low. Sam Thomas. Back to Carson. Double team and has it stolen. Malone. Ooh, almost backcourt there, but not quite. Malone puts it up too hard, and we got a whistle. Sam Thomas came down with the ball, and she was fouled.
Michaela Williams picks that foul up.
31, Michaela Williams.
Donnie, one comment I would like to make. Looking at the tennis shoes at this point in the game, looks like an Easter egg hunt out there, all the different colors.
Yeah. Well, they are girls. And girls like their shoes. What was the the woman that had about 10,000 pair of shoes. I can't remember her name. Somewhere over in the Philippines, I think. Gonzalez?
Imelda Marcos.
Yeah, Imelda Marcos. You got it. Martin on the drive. Martin off the glass and too hard. Follow-up is up and in by Jamie Malson. Janice Malson. 19-10. All of a sudden, Maggie Walker is making this a game.
I was getting ready to say they definitely have the energy, and they're not backing down. But see how we can get Kelly Hutcherson back in the game and make a difference.
Brent Weichel missed that. And now Hutcherson is set to check back in.
Yep, just hit the scores table.
That was on number 31, Michaela Williams.
And I think Coach Hutcherson has gone to the bench quite deep in the first part of the game. I think he's just trying to get everybody some minutes and, again, preparing for next week.
Weichel makes the first one.
The Blue Devils, number 3, Kelly Hutcherson, number 13, Annalie Lapise.
LeKay comes back in for Culpeper. Kelly Hutcherson back in. Weichel's second shot is good.
Also checking in number
21-10, 11-point lead for the Devils.
And we will add here, the winner of this game will move on into the regionals, and they'll play the winner of the Armstrong and Brentsville game being played tonight. That game would be played Tuesday night. And I'm assuming that the higher seed, so we'll see how this unfolds.
Well, if Armstrong wins, we would host it, and if Brentsville wins, they would host it. Brentsville already beat Culpeper once this year. Brentsville has a good ball club. It was a really close, tight ball game, but Brentsville won it.
A little confusion at the scores table by the referee. It's Keith Armstrong. I know him for a long time. He's a battler. He does also soccer officiating, and it's a great crew out there tonight. I've known him a long time.
4:45 to go, first half. 21-12, Culpeper over Armstrong. Hutcherson, Robinson, working the ball outside, trying to set up a play. Thomas. Robinson turns and fires. Nope, way off the mark. Williams the rebound for Maggie Walker. Nelson brings it down. Malone to Preston. And a steal. Robinson all the way. Will
Almost.
not go, but she is fouled, and she's down. Well, Maggie
This
Walker's
season
not
of high
backing
school
off at all.
They are not. They're showing some hustle and some grit right now. So just don't know. They haven't subbed a great deal. So these starters in that third quarter, you might see a different story.
Robinson with 13 points and now 14. She averages, of course, about 35 a game. 34.4, I think, is the actual number. All-time scoring leader in the Battlefield District as a junior. And she gets them both. We were talking about James Monroe. Culpeper moves on. At some point, they're going to have to meet James Monroe again to get out of this, more than likely. And James Monroe is 20-0. And Jamie Martin puts up a 2. 23-14. Maggie Walker keeps it under double figures. Robinson. Nope, that's twice she hasn't hit anything. And Tyree, I think, is going to be charged with her fourth foul.
Wow. Yes. Well. Yes.
So she is pretty much done for the first half, I would think.
Checking in for the Blue Devils, number 2, Ivory Cole.
And number 2, Ivory Cole has checked in for Culpeper. Her first action for the night.
Into the middle. Pass almost knocked away. Preston out front will take a 3. Nope. Hutcherson.
Looking up.
That's Robinson down, and Robinson missed it, got it back, and got it the second time. 17 points for Robinson. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. And we got a whistle. A lot of whistles here in this ball game tonight. Not sure what's going on.
Checking in for the Dragons, number 3, Hadley Walden.
Apparently there's some moisture or something on the floor.
Well, I think a little toddler ran into the court on the far side in our deep corner here, so now we got spillage.
Well,
Daddy's down there doing some cleanup.
there you go. 2:46 to go. And you know, we had told you that Easterview would be playing Monday in their semifinal game. They won't. They will be playing our quarterfinal game. They'll be playing on Tuesday night. All the snow in the Richmond area and down in Tidewater has really messed with the playoff schedule. So Easterview will play Tuesday night instead of Monday night, which is going to make whoever wins Tuesday night is going to have to play again Wednesday. Going to be a rough week.
Yeah, and Easterview boys will be playing the winner of the Monday night game of Powhatan and Henrico. So the winner of that team will have to go back-to-back nights and come up to Easterview. Meanwhile, the Easterview girls will be on the road on Monday night down to Mechanicsville High School. So all 4 squads in our Culpeper community are in playoff mode, and that's a good thing. And speaking of the snow, the high school league did cancel all the weekend activities. They had swim and dive state championships scheduled. Wrestling was scheduled to go on. So a lot of scheduling alterations right now.
Easterview number 2 in the region behind Atlee, and Atlee has only lost 1 ball game, and that was in double overtime. And 2 more for Robinson. This is starting to get to be a runaway. Robinson herself has 5 more points than the entire Maggie Walker team at this point. She has 19, Maggie Walker has 14. And Martin will get 3 shots.
Yeah, in the girls for Culpeper, this region, the regional champion will go on into the state tournament as well as the runner-up.
Right.
So top 2 teams out of each region will advance to the state tournament. So, you know, if they can get to that final against James Monroe or whomever, at least they'll punch the ticket for the big show.
Martin's second shot. And she missed that. She'll have 1 more. Fouled while shooting a 3-pointer.
Donnie, I always said the NCAA always has their March Madness in basketball. Everybody knows about that. In the high school level, it's the February Frenzy with all the schedule changes and the win and go home, lose and go home, and win in advance.
Basketball season in high school around here is a crapshoot. You never know when this game is going to be canceled because of weather. It's just not a easy schedule to follow. Well, Robinson with 3 more. That she's got 22. And we still got 2 minutes to go in the first half. Preston down low to Martin, who turns. Nope. Culpeper has not done a good job on the defensive boards tonight. Maggie Walker, in some cases, one time down here, they get 5 shots. So
Well,
you don't want that to happen.
And I think they're just hustling a little bit more than Culpeper, and it's hard to play every facet of the game when you're playing a weaker opponent.
Cole almost had it, lost it. 30-16. Culpeper well on top. And we got a foul, and Robinson is on the floor again. That's twice she's been down.
Number 21, Maya Robinson.
She's okay.
That's her first foul.
She does a lot of ball hawking out there, but she doesn't draw a lot of fouls. She's pretty good at what she does in every aspect of the game. Martin. Nope. Martin tonight with 8 points. She is Maggie Walker's leading scorer. As we said, she averages about 24 a game. And now she has 9. Thomas leads it ahead. Cole had the shot, wouldn't take it. And now Sam Thomas comes up, loses it. Scramble for the ball. And jump ball. Arrow pointing in the direction of Culpeper.
I thought we were going to have a wrestling match breakout right there, Donnie. There's a lot of hustling and scrambling on that floor.
There's a lot of sweat on that floor right there.
Good hustle.
Robinson dribbles it off her foot. Well, I thought she did. They're saying she dribbled it off the opposing player's foot.
Yeah, right in front of the Maggie Walker coach, and I thought he thought the same thing. He thought he had the ball going this way.
LeKay can't get it. Martin for 2. Martin having a good game now. That's 11 points for her.
Maggie Walker won't go away, will he? Wow.
Robinson for the parking lot. No. Martin the other way. 2-on-2 and missed the shot. Nice defense there by Robinson. But Maggie Walker again comes down with a loose ball. And a foul is called.
That was on number 2, Ivory Cole.
Cole is charged with a foul as Emma Carson is set to check back in for Culpeper. 26 seconds left to go first half. And first shot goes in for Isabella Baldini. Isabella, I like that name.
I think she goes by Isa, but either way, it's no doubt that she's Italian, I guess.
And it's no doubt she got both those free throws. 30-21, 20 seconds. Hutcherson off the glass, no. Carson, Weichel underneath, Hutcherson.
Wide open.
LeKay can't get it. Carson can't get it. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Culpeper with 7.4 seconds to go and a half. And thrown away. Martin, 5 seconds driving, and got the last basket of the first half. Her 13th point of the night, and at the end of the first half, Maggie Walker has drawn back and are only 7 points behind the Culpeper Blue Devils. Halftime, 30-23. Culpeper leading Maggie Walker, and we will be back in a few moments with the second half of tonight's game on the Culpeper Media Network.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air. Answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air. Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center. Found in Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found in Sons. UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the entire Culpeper community. Learn more at uvacreditunion.org.
Brentsville is leading in that game 34-18. I beg your pardon. But it's almost as bad for the Culpeper boys. They are trailing Fauquier by a score of 42-23 at halftime. So it looks like Brentsville will be the next victim for the Lady Devils if they can pull this off tonight. And we will be playing down at Oaksville.
Yeah, Brentsville is the number 2 overall seed. Little side note, little Culpeper connection with the Fauquier coaching staff. That's Jordy Warndorf, is the son of Randy Warndorf, who used to be the Methodist minister here in Culpeper, a graduate of Eastern View, and he's coaching basketball in the winter for Fauquier. And Monday he'll start spring tryouts as the head coach for baseball at Eastern View. So
you also got James Thompson's son Trey, who's the starting point guard for the Fauquier Falcons. So we got all kinds of connections over there.
Only 25 miles down the road, so expect that.
Absolutely. A lot of good friends over there. All right, we're set to go second half. And there goes Martin off the glass, and suddenly it's a 5-point lead. That 14-point lead that Culpeper had a little while ago has dissipated.
Martin's having a great game. She's at 15 points for Maggie Walker.
Martin with Hutcherson with a follow-up. 32-25.
That's 6 points for Hutcherson.
Martin takes another 3 more. Jamie Martin. 32-28, 4 points. Martin on the break. Martin driving. And Martin is fouled.
All of a sudden, it's Culpeper versus Martin, to tell you the truth. She is taking the game over on the Dragon end.
We have got us a ball game here now. 18 points for Martin. As we said, she scores on average of about 24 a ball game. 22 points for not for Hutchison, but for Robinson for Culpeper. Martin gets the first and the second, and she now has 20 points in this ball game. And it's a one-possession game. All of a sudden, and Martin comes through with another steal. Malone traveled. And good thing, too, because she canned that one, and we would have had a tie ball game.
Gonzalez checks in for Culpeper.
Emma Carson goes out.
Need to find an answer for Martin. She's taking the second half by storm.
And Brent Weichel with a 3.
That'll make grandfather happy.
That will make Grandpa really happy. Back to a 5-point lead now. Hutcherson, good defense there, and comes up with a steal. Weichel underneath. Robinson, off-balance shot, no good, and a tie-up. And ball is going to be given to Culpeper.
Now I think, is that Martin on the floor? No, it's
Jaleese Melson.
Melson's on the floor for the Dragons. Hope she's okay.
We've had a lot of people on the floor tonight. We got a timeout. And with timeout on the floor, let's pause for 40 seconds.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530. UVA Community Credit Union at uvacreditunion.org.
Play back in now. Just had a foul call, and Culpeper with the basketball. Weichel, Hutcherson for three. In and out. Follow up. LeKey puts it in.
Yeah, LeKey had a great position right there, just waiting for that ball to come off the rim. Put it right back up. Easy bucket.
She again did not bring the ball down and dribble. And this is going to be still Maggie Walker's ball. 37-30. Culpeper now has taken that 2-point lead and built it up to a 7-point lead.
Kay Hodges checks in for the Dragons.
Malone missed it. Knocked out of bounds by Hutcherson.
I will agree with you, Donnie. The Dragons definitely are getting the offensive loose balls. They're 50-50 balls that coaches love to have. There's a stat for it, but they are grabbing most of those here tonight.
Malone. Down low. And knocked out of bounds off the leg of LeKey.
Culpeper playing some tough defense in this possession.
Well, I think they thought it was going to be a really easy ball game, and all of a sudden they found themselves in a 2-point game here in the second half, and that sometimes gets your attention.
I'm sure the halftime chat from Coach Hutcherson was something to probably they're going to remember for a while, just to try to get them woken up, and just play their game of basketball.
Malone takes the 2-shot outside and got it. 37-32. 5:21 to go, third period. Thomas. Cross court. Weichel drives and scores. Nice play by Brent Weichel. 39-32.
Good look from Kelly Hutcherson cross court to find her wide open.
Williams tries to get it to Jamie Martin, and she does, and she is fouled, I think, by Hutcherson.
I think it was Sam Thomas who got that one.
Okay, Sam.
That was on number 12, Sam Thomas.
Sam plays aggressive defense.
Malone outside. Malone will take the shot. Nope. Robinson. She's been quiet here lately. To Hutcherson, wheels and scores. Nice play there by Kelly Hutcherson. Nice inside move. And off Martin's foot. She dribbled it off her foot out of bounds. Turnover. And Maggie Walker will take a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Timeout for this message.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530. UVA Community Credit Union at uvacreditunion.org.
All right, Marcel, we got a couple of minutes here. Give some credit to some of these guys that help out over there. Billy Mitchell, of course, does the PA system for Culpeper. Nick Zakowski runs the clock. Lee Simpson on the stat clock. And the official score for the last 250 years Wendy Nurkowski. Those guys don't get any credit, and they are here faithfully over the course of the season.
Yeah, Billy Mitchell and I are neighbors out in White Shop area, so I get to see him quite often.
Well, Billy's father and I were good buddies, and I miss him.
And Ziggy over there on the clock, I'm old enough to have coached him flag football years ago. He and his brother, his twin brother.
You are pretty old.
Getting there.
Getting there. Gonzalez gets it in. Hutcherson up and off the glass for 2 more. And Culpeper out now to a 9-point lead.
So Kelly is showing her presence here in the second half, where Amaya has quieted down a little bit.
And Malone just threw it away. She committed and then realized there was no player there and nothing she could do but throw it. 4:03 to go. Third period. Sam Thomas over to Kelly. Back to Thomas. They play a little catch there. Robinson. 2-pointer. Nope, but she's fouled.
And she's going to be shooting 2. That's good.
Robinson has not scored here in the second half. She had 22 in the first half. In fact, she didn't score the last 2 minutes of the first half.
You know, when she took that spill in the second quarter, I watched her. She was holding the wrist a little bit in her elbow, so that might have put a little stinger in her.
Did that go through or not?
No, it didn't.
I couldn't tell. That did, I mean, if it went through, it went straight down. So and that one didn't either. She missed them both. Maybe that wrist is bothering her. Hodges works it down low. Into Williams, who turns and hooks. Couldn't get it to fall. Hutcherson, Weichel, driving, scoring, and she's putting on a show for Grandpa tonight.
During her delay before the game started today, she was the only one on the court there for a long, long time, getting some shots up. So, you know, you work hard, it's going to pay off.
Trying for a 3-point play. And she got it. Nothing but net.
That's 10 for.
She's in double figures. Martin stops and fires short, but she's fouled.
Thomas is going to get called for that one.
3:17 to go, third period, 46-32. Blue Devils pulling out to a lead again. Martin missed that. She has, as we said, 20 points in the ball game, averaging 24. She's a good-looking ball player. Maybe we ought to get her in the portal and bring her over here next year to play with
don't mention that
Amaya
portal.
Robinson.
That portal has just about ruined college athletics.
Oh, it has. It has. Well, Gary and I were discussing one night, you know, how long is it going to be before you start playing high school basketball players to play? Gonzalez missed it. Oh, Sam Thomas, nice move there to take it away, but couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, young basketball players on the offensive side of the things, you don't bring the ball down. You keep it up high. On the defensive side, you got to protect that ball a little bit. She held it up there high, and then Sam just rolled it right off her possession for a turnover.
Tyree with 4 fouls is now back in the ball game. Hutcherson comes up with that loose ball.
Good look up
ahead to Weichel. Bryn missed it, but she got fouled. Weichel having a good night, one of the best nights of her season. Grandpa needs to come over a little more often. Long way from Beckley, though, I'm telling you. That's a haul. Right there. I don't know how that one got over the front iron, but it did. 11 points. And 12. Well, this kid's having a good night.
Little full court press from the Culpeper squad. It's going to pay off.
And they got a turnover. Hutcherson driving. Can't get it to fall, but drew the foul.
Donnie, I'm not sure if you're a hockey fan, but I did watch some of the Four Nation hockey tournament that concluded last night with a heartbreaking loss from USA to Canada in overtime. It was a great tournament, great idea, great concept.
I am not a hockey fan. I have never been a hockey fan. I don't know why, because I like almost all other sports, but, I guess just not much hockey around here when I was growing up. There was no soccer around here. I've never gotten interested in soccer. Because all I did was play baseball.
Soccer.
Go ahead.
Soccer finally got its way here in Culpeper around mid-'80s.
Yeah.
Hans Hines was the first coach here in Culpeper High School, and I'll never forget they had football uniforms as their jerseys.
Yep. And then the girls, about 94, I think, is when they finally got a soccer team. And they played in the winter. They played out on that old football field over there. The ground would be frozen. How they ever did that, I will never know. Weichel at the line again. Just 12 points tonight. Didn't get the roll on that one. Grant kind of reminds me of my granddaughter. She plays basketball down in Lynchburg. They kind of look the same. And a steal. Hutcherson, one-on-one, missed it. The other way, nice play there by Tyree, who's playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah, that was good positioning down there and stopped that fast break.
Williams. Nice move, got through but couldn't get the basket. She snaked her way through there. Emma Carson coming back in now, Brent Weichel going out.
Weichel, she logged some great minutes right there. She was running the floor up and down the court and gets herself in a good position to be productive.
3-point shot from outside, no good, and Sam Thomas clears. Hutcherson driving. No good. Williams.
Oh.
And Tyree is gone. That was a kind of a touch foul, but they call it. And
yeah, not the smartest of fouls. If you need backcourt, you got 4 on you. You gotta play a little bit more cautious.
Well, it's instinct though. You want to do the best you can. So she played a good ball game while she was in there. Jamie Martin. Down low. 10-footer is up and in by Mary Grace Rodder. And Carson lost the ball. Martin the other way is foul. Gonzalez.
That's a good foul,
Oh, yeah.
Stop the layup. I know there are free throws at the charity stripe, but
2 shots.
Well, the old adage on the playground is if you're going to foul them good. Don't let them get that basket.
And you can't take them home with you.
You cannot.
You only get 5, so.
First shot up is good. Billy Thornhill, when he was coaching, he would call a timeout with 5 seconds left in the half. And I'd say, why did you bother to do that? Well, I had the timeout. I might as well use it. It accomplished nothing, but he wanted his timeout. 51-37. 23 points now for Jamie Martin of Maggie Walker. She's the leading scorer in this ball game. Robinson has not scored in the second half. Hutcherson, nope. Martin on the drive, all alone for 2 more. 25 for Martin. Robinson finally gets some points here in the second half. That's her 25th point of the night. 15 seconds left. Third period.
Little half-court trap, full-court trap, I'm sorry.
Martin missed that one. Hutcherson, 2 seconds. Robinson, can she get it off? She cannot. Third quarter comes to an end with a score. Culpeper 54 and Maggie Walker 39. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air. Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons. UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the entire Culpeper community. Learn more at uvacreditunion.org.
(54-39) our scores. We begin play in the fourth quarter. We got a score here, Mark Settle.
Yeah, on the boys' side, there was a Fauquier tonight, 78, and the Blue Devils 43. And they'll end the Blue Devils season, and Fauquier will advance into next week's quarterfinal games, I guess.
Yep.
Congratulations to Coach Jordy Orndorff.
He's done a job over there. I'll give him that. Martin, 2 more. That's 27 for Jamie Martin, for Maggie Walker, 54-41. Dragons will not quit. And 2 more for Robinson. She now has 27. Martin missed it. Follow-up is no good. Another follow-up is no good. Weichel way ahead of the pack. Oh, she couldn't quite. She was a little under there. Couldn't get a clear shot at the basket. Well, here goes Robinson on the steal. And 2 more for Robinson. That gives her 29. Her average for the season is about 34. And all of a sudden, it's a 17-point lead for Culpeper, and they're putting this game out of reach.
Thomas back in for Culpeper.
Steal by Robinson. She knocked that ball away, but Culpeper couldn't control.
Number 11, Anouk Nomeyer is back in the game for Culpeper. Takes their first action.
Trying to get it into Williams. LeKay comes up with it. Hutcherson ahead. Thomas for 2. Nice assist there by Kelly Hutcherson.
Oh, in that no man's land.
And Robinson one more time. 31 now for Robinson, 3 shy of her season average, and we got a timeout on the floor, and with this timeout, we will pause for 40 seconds.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530. UVA Community Credit Union at uvacreditunion.org.
We have not heard anything lately on the Brentsville game. Brentsville was leading very comfortably the last time we had a score check. And I want to thank my old buddy Dave Richardson for getting us these scores. He is monitoring. He has a Magic Genie box or something, and he gets all these scores and feeds them to us. And we thank Dave, because Dave helped me do these games here for a long time, and we worked together at WCVA years ago. So thank you, Dave. And we got another player down on the floor, Melson. And she hurt, looks like maybe her knee.
Yeah, back to Dave Richardson. Dave's a great guy. He's done a lot for our community, and as a teacher, coach, and PA announcer.
The voice of the PA announcer, Feel the Wind.
Feel the
Over
Wind.
there at Eastern View. I've known Dave since, of course, he married a local girl, so Lynn Hudson.
Yeah.
And I went to school with Lynn. She and I had biology together down at Germana.
So in the early years of Feel the Wind, Dave came to me and said, Mark, I got an idea. Can I use it? I said, absolutely. And I've had other ADs just fuss about it and say, we're tired of hearing Feel the Wind. And I just say, don't let us score and you won't hear it. So, hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well.
I'm sure he is. All right. Wonder what happened to his son, Worth. I got to find out about that. Worth played tennis with my son, Jake. Worth's a good tennis player. He was coaching tennis somewhere down in Florida, I think, the last time I heard.
Yeah, he's been all over a little bit.
Hadn't thought about Worth in a long time. 62-41, 19-point lead for the Devil girls, and Maggie Walker will keep the ball.
My heart goes out to number 5 for the Dragons, Kay Hodges. She's the smallest player out there, and she's still fighting.
She is. Robinson on the drive, and 2 more for Robinson. That's 33 for her, so she's almost there. She does this all the time. She, hangs around in the first half, and then at the end of the ball game, she just seems like she goes into a second gear and then starts scoring right and left. Amazing ball player. She's dying to get that ball. And a steal. Martin, 2-on-1. Malone puts it in. Thomas, well, kind of close. I think that's a little bit out of Sam's range there. Nullmeyer in the ball game now, number 11. Robinson, nope, can't get that 3 to go. Hutcherson, nope. Williams finally clears. Martin. Ahead, Robinson. Easy 2. 35 now for Robinson. She's ahead of her season average. Chugging her way toward 40. LaKey comes down with a loose ball. Thomas got it off the glass, got the good roll.
That's 4 points for Thomas. Another steal.
Robinson driving. And 37 points on the board for Amaya. Martin can't get that to go for Maggie Walker. Malone will try, and she got it. That's a 2. She was on the line. 70-45. Looks like Culpeper and Brentsville rematch on Tuesday night down at Oaksville.
Blue Devils number 10, Emma Carson, number 1, Brent Weigel, number 5, Oriana Gonzalez.
Subs coming in now for Culpeper. This game is in hand, well in hand. Six-pointer is up and good.
Mary Grace Ryder with those 2.
Mary Grace. Now, Mary Grace Turner has not scored today. We need Mary Grace Turner to score. Martin. All the way for 2 more. 29 points now for Jamie Martin.
Number 20, Jamie Martin.
That's some bad news for local basketball fans. Malik Brown dislocated his shoulder in that game up at Charlottesville the other night against Duke. And we hope he comes along all right. Jamie Martin is fouled.
With 2 minutes left in the game, I would, if I was Coach Hutcherson, I think I'd consider taking his daughter out and putting her on the shelf for the rest of the night. Just, you got to play Tuesday night, and you just don't want anything goofy to happen these last 2 minutes.
Especially after she kind of did something to her ankle earlier in the ballgame. Might want to put some ice on that.
Yeah, one trip down the court is all it takes.
Dragons number 13, Mary Grace Turner.
Well, we have to applaud Maggie Walker for the effort. Long bus trip up here on a Friday night, and they lost by 50 early in the year to the same team, and they're going to play within 20, 25 points tonight. So good effort, but their season will come to an end more than likely here.
Weichel can't get it to go. Gonzalez turns and fires, and she's fouled. Oriana Gonzalez.
And Donnie, the human component to these games and regional games is the fact is that if you're a senior, this is your last game for the losing side. This is your last time you put that uniform on, whether it be tonight or next week, and always have those alligator tears at the end of the game on one side.
And maybe for the last time in your life.
That's right.
A lot of people after high school never play another team sport. Gonzalez missed the first and the second. Carson can't get it to fall.
And as an AD, I always try to recognize that and do anything I could do to help ease that pain when either at home or away opponents.
Martin missed that, knocked out of bounds, touched last. I thought Mary Grace Rodder did, but they are going to give it back to Maggie Walker, which at this point is of little to no consequence. 72-51. Culpeper leading. Nice turnaround, little shot in there by Bree Passmore. Robinson back in there now with, I think, 38 points. She's not on the board, and probably trying to get that 40th point. I don't know how many times, and then we got a turnover.
Yeah, and our other Mary Grace is on the floor for the Dragons, just for the record.
I bet she's nice.
Number 13 here in the guard up front.
Robinson has it blocked. We got it back. Smiley.
Backing it out. They're going to let it run.
Weichel is fouled. And another body goes rolling across the floor.
That's our Mary Grace Turner. She's in the books with a foul. She may not score, but she's official.
That's all right. Under a minute to go in the ball game. 72-53 is their score. Bryn Weichel at the line has had a really good night. 13 points for the kid. And 14. Brentsville way up, almost doubling the score in their ball game. So it'll be Culpeper and Brentsville down at Nokesville on Tuesday night at probably 6 o'clock. So, but check your local AD to find out for sure.
Another game that's on the boys' side. We just got a report that Skyline has defeated James Monroe 77-62. Again, that's on the boys' side.
Skyline's supposed to have a pretty good ball club up. They're from up in Front Royal. They're one of the 2 Warren County schools. I think the team in the boys region is Atlee. Atlee is supposed to be a really good ball club.
Well, I think also Verona is a 3 seed on the.
Oh, don't get me started on Verona. We used to play them back in the 60s. We were in they were in that Battlefield district. Hated to go down to that place.
Yeah, they are.
Ball game is over. That's the end of the ball game. The final score: Culpeper 73 and Maggie Walker 55. 33 points for Maggie Walker's Jamie Martin. 37 points for Culpeper's Amaya Robinson. Bryn Weichel with 14. Kelly Hutchison played a good ball game. It was a good ball game, Mark Settle.
Yeah,
now we move on.
It was closer than we thought, and which was good. But yes, congrats to the Blue Devils, and they will be playing Tuesday. Looks like, again, they'll be headed over to Brentsville High School to take on the Tigers. And so down to 4 in the region. James Monroe sits on the top of it. I'm sure they're going to have an easy time with Fauquier tonight. Haven't heard from Skyland or Meridian that ball game, but again, the top 2 in the region will advance to the state tournament. So we'll see. Got one more to win to punch your ticket.
Well, it was a good game tonight. It kind of went as we thought it was going to go. But you got to give Maggie Walker credit. Those kids hung in there, and it could have been a lot worse than it was. Jamie Martin really impressed me. She had 33 points tonight, and she's averaging about 24. She was the whole team as far as scoring is concerned for Maggie Walker. Culpeper, it's always the Kelly Hutcherson and the Amaya Robinson show, and they're just 2 good ball players. Both of them are, Kelly Hutcherson was first team All-District, and Amaya Robinson, of course, core player of the year in the Battlefield District. All right, we don't know when we'll see you again, but hopefully we will see you again this season. Eastern View plays at home on Tuesday night, and we hope you'll go out to that, or you go down to Nokesville and see Brentsville on Tuesday night also as tournament time gets ready to go. All right, that's the end of it. Thanks again for watching. 73-55, our final score. You've been watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This season of high school basketball is brought to you by Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air. Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center. Found in Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found in Sons. UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the entire Culpeper community. Learn more at uvacreditunion.org.